On a Sunday morning, Mia sat on the bed in her room, excited as she applied light makeup on her face. She had been away for 4 months and just returned from school the previous night. She would not miss going to the park that morning, even though she was very tired and the weather would have supported her if she wanted to continue sleeping. She was very excited to finally reconcile with her friends and especially to join the community singing group. Anna, are you ready? Her mother opened the door and asked her. Mia smiled and replied, Yes, mother. You know I have to sing with the group, so I need to be at the park early. I won't wait for you and Dad. Mia picked up her handbag and left. On her way, she stopped countless times to greet the people who had not seen her for months. Good morning, Mrs. Smith. Oh, Mia, you're back. Yes, ma'am. How is school? Fine, Mrs. Smith. Oh, I don't want to meet anybody else at this rate. I might end up going to the park late. If I had known, I would have just waited a little bit and followed them in the car. Mia thought to herself as she tried to avoid greeting more people. Mia was the only daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Turner, and at 24 years old, she was in the final year at the university studying linguistics. She was a smart and talented young lady with a pure heart. She belonged to the singing group both at home and at school. Apart from the excitement of reuniting with her friends after months away, Mia was deeply excited to meet her boyfriend, Leo, who attended the same park group with her. Ever since she started dating, she had always loved being in long-distance relationships, partly because it meant less distraction for her and mostly because it helped her uphold her vow of chastity. After the park gathering, she exchanged pleasantries with all her fellow group members and friends. And then, as usual, she snuck out to meet her boyfriend, who was already waiting for her at their usual spot. She saw him and they exchanged a deep hug that showed how much they had missed each other. So you wanted to distract me with your eyes when I was singing, right? Teased Mia. Leo laughed and said, What do you expect when I haven't seen you for over 4 months? I could not wait for the gathering to be over so that I could get a chance to hug you. You look as beautiful as ever. School is not stressing you at all. Leo and Mia walked along the street holding each other's hand and chatting happily. It was Leo's habit to always work Mia home before going back to his own house. By doing this, they got to spend more time together too. Mia got home and spent time with her parents. She went inside her room and laid on her bed. She might look happy and excited, but deep down, she was bothered about something. Before she met Leo, she had dated 2 other men, but what bothered her was that they all had the same issue. These men were all struggling and none had a good job. Even though they had prospects, Mia was an independent lady and was not bothered if they gave her money or not. In fact, she would send them money sometimes and buy gifts also. But these men rarely gave her anything. She was comfortable with it and didn't think much of it before until she saw how her roommate's fiancé treated her. The young man would get lots of gifts for her roommate and send her money regularly. Why am I not lucky with men? I have the mind to give and I understand their level, but they don't even have the thought to want to be generous to me. Is it that I am cursed to never enjoy anything from a man? Is this the kind of man I would get married to? Oh God, please give me a kind and generous man, someone who would take care of me. If Leo is not my real husband, please let me to the right man. Mia prayed in her heart. She was still sitting lost in thought when her mother came in and sat close to her. Mia, what is it? You looked like you have a lot of burden in your heart. Is everything okay? Mia had no close friend, neither did she have a sister. Her mother was her confidant, so she told her about her fears and worries. Mother, you know that I have always pushed back this marriage talk as being unnecessary because I was not interested. But recently, I'm beginning to feel the need to take it seriously. Everywhere I go, I hear people talk about marriage to me. I rebuked it before, but then I thought, what if I was meant to get married on time? I don't want to miss my God-given time and then have to go about praying for a miracle. I don't have an issue getting married now, but the issue is that all the men that have come into my life are nothing close to what I want as a husband. Mother, I am scared. Mia's mother, Linda, held her daughter and assured her, I have always prayed for you to get married when you want to a good man. Also, your marriage will be better than mine. Since you believe you are ready, then pray about it and ask God to lead you to the right person. Mia nodded and thanked her mother as she left. Mia's phone rang and it was Leo. She smiled and picked up. They talked about random things before he finally told her, My elder brother told me that when I get married, I don't have to look for a new house. I could continue staying at the family house with my mother. You know that I'm the last born. So they said that my wife and I need to be close to look after my mother. Mia heard this clearly and she was not comfortable with it. Where do they stay with their wives? She asked Leo. They all stay in a different state, he said. Anyway, they have set their own. When I want to get married, I will go and look for a house to live in with my wife, Leo said. Mia then asked him, Your elder brother who constantly gives you money and who promised to get you a job, was he among those who said you would stay at the family house? Leo answered, Yes. And at that moment, Mia knew that he was out of the option. She would be a fool to not notice all the signs and still go on to accept to marry Leo. God, please send the right man my way, she prayed in her heart. 2 days later in the evening, She went for practice with the singing group, and after the practice, she was about to dash out to meet Leo, who was already waiting to walk her home that night, when someone called out to her. She turned back and was surprised to see an unfamiliar face. She greeted him, and the young man who stopped introduced himself. My name is Liam. I sing in the group too. You might not know me, but I know you very well. Mia was even more surprised. How come you know me? I have not even seen you before. Liam told her, although I just joined the group months ago, I have been observing you. I saw you about twice before you left for school. And now that you are back, I told myself that I won't miss the chance to talk to you since I don't know how long you are here before you leave again. Please, can I get your phone number? Mia was skeptical about this young man, and she refused to give him her number. She tried to leave, but Liam followed her. She did not want him to follow her to where Leo was, so she gave him the number so he could stop following her. She went to meet Leo, and as they walked back home, she told him about Liam, her admirer. Leo laughed and told her, you are a beautiful girl. Who wouldn't admire you? I hope he doesn't take you away from me. Mia got home, and just as she was about to sleep, her phone rang. As she picked up, Liam spoke up. This is Liam. You gave me your number this evening. I hope you are home already. Mia was not in the mood for talks, so she replied casually, of course, I should be at home by now. Liam then went to tell her straightforwardly, I have been seriously praying to God for a wife, and when I saw you, I knew that there was something about you that I had to unravel. Mia, I see my wife in you. Mia was shocked. What nonsense is he talking about? Which wife? I don't even know you. I don't even like you. No, please, it's not me. Mia thought, lost in her thought. Liam called her back to reality. Hello, Mia, are you there? Mia quickly said, how can you see me as a wife when you don't even know me? You don't even love me. We just spoke for the first time a few hours ago. Liam then explained to her, I don't need to know you before I know that you are my wife. My spirit accepts you, and I know that you are a special kind of lady. Besides, I did not say anything about love yet. If you give me a chance, I can get to know each other and build love. Mia could not bear hearing any of this anymore, so she told him, I have a boyfriend, so I'm not interested in what you are saying. I don't want you to call me again. And she ended the call. What kind of strange young man is this one? He must be a funny guy, Mia thought to herself, smiling. She met Leo the next day and told him about Liam's conversation with her. Leo was not finding it funny this time. He was very furious, and he told Mia, you should have just blocked him right there and then. You should not even give him a listening ear again. That guy has ulterior motives. He must be a player looking for who to play with. Mia did not say anything again, but she wondered, why is Leo getting worked up about this? I'm not even interested in the young man, but I would not conclude on anything yet.